Kill Teen Angst started about 3 years ago. Before that, these guys played in a band called 10 Speed Racer, but we changed the name because the sound changed quite a lot differently, and there was another band in Ireland releasing records under the name of 10 Speed Racer.
Yeah, that's not really that important, really. Yeah. Nowadays, it's Kill Teen Angst. It's important.
Yeah. Well, Brenton and Scott have been playing together for ages, and then me and Dave joined a few years ago.
As regular fans of watching the band live as well.
Essentially, we're just playing pop songs, but playing them very, very loudly. But
yeah, there's always like a pop structure to every song. You know, it's kind of got a chorus, it's got a verse, and you know, it does all the things. That like
there's a melody.
Yeah, like melody and something that's catchy.
It's just a bit harder to throw away. That's all.
Yeah, but we just like really loud.
To something fresh and new. We never knew if we were going up or down, but together we were pretty sweet. And we will climb mountains across rivers, she said.
Yeah, it was a long process. Recorded the single from the EP first, and then recorded the rest of it maybe a few months later or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe like 6 months later, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that, and it took a long time to sort of coordinate, like, you know, the EP in terms of like mixing it and like mastering it and everything, but you know, it's kind of just the usual sort of story, and eventually it sort of came together. So
the learning process
took
us a while, I guess, but now we know how to do it. Obviously, we'll record an album later on this year, and
yeah, it's definitely given us the confidence to, you know, actually, you know, do things a lot quicker, because, you know, when we first started the band, we always kind of thought that having an EP was something that was, you know, really hard to do, and it kind of was for us, but like at the same time, you know, if we had been a bit more sort of proactive about getting it done, like, I think, you know, it probably would have been a bit easier, and that's what this EP's taught us.
Learn from our mistakes.
It's a pretty interesting EP too, because I think it's a bit misleading when people would hear it without watching us live, because it's all recorded. It's not recorded live. It's like we sat behind a computer and, you know, just layered a lot of guitars and stuff like that with lots of sort of artificial sort of guitar sounds. And it's a lot more polished, I suppose.
Yeah, it doesn't really have the rawness that we have when we play live, but it's good kind of having that, you know, division, because we can kind of, you know, listen to the, you know, the polished version, and then we can also like rock out live and enjoy it. And,
yeah, well, the pop element really comes through on the EP, and then I suppose when people hear the songs live, they kind of realise we're actually a rock band.
Only started this year through the genius of two local promoters, I guess, and signed Sugar Army first up, then we joined up, and Harlequin League released an EP. Schwendes got an album coming out this year as well as a single, I think.
They've been pretty prolific with it too. I mean, they've only sort of set the label up a couple of months ago and they've already got four records coming out on it, so God knows how many there'll be like in a couple of years' time if they stick with it, which a lot of Perth labels kind of die in like a year, but this one looks like it's pretty legit, so.
I started noticing how big and broad the kind of network is throughout Australia, because everyone, so many bands, you know, they tour and they support each other and help each other out in different states, and it's a struggle for everyone as well. So
well, everyone's in the same boat, you know, like, you know, so it's good, like, you know, because by going on tours and stuff, we're kind of meeting people who are you know, in the same sort of situation that we're in and stuff, and you know, we can all sort of you know, you don't feel like you're alone because everyone's kind of, you know, striving for the same thing, I guess. So.
I think these days there's even more bands that more bands are actually touring because it's one of the only ways to make money. Whereas the CD sales haven't been so high like these days with the internet. So there's a benefit. Like you get to meet more bands from other places, and hopefully they can return the favour if you play with them over here, and you can play with them over there.
There's a ton of bands that tour all around the country and even go international, and they don't even get airplay on any commercial radio or whatever. So it seems like that's the best way for them to get exposure, I guess.
Anything?
We've got a tentative time, I guess. Like, you know, I think we're heading over to East probably around like June, July, because the EP is coming out obviously in April 19th. So, going to try and give the EP a bit of time to sort of settle in, and then hopefully we can, you know, back up, you know, what we've put out. So
yeah. So far, touring hasn't really been a big part of this band. So we've just kind of had a taste for it recently. So I suppose now we've got a record out and stuff, it's going to start happening a lot more.